Good afternoon. Welcome to Disqualified Dads. We have a very special guest today, and we have a very special seminar going on at Three Strikes Jiu-Jitsu. We have Sensei Carlos. Sensei Carlos, thank you for coming down.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And tell us about your credentials in BJJ. Tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself.
I'm Carlos Santos. I'm from Brazil. I arrived in this country in 2009. I come from Bahia, so from background of capoeira. And then I start jiu-jitsu in 2027. So when I arrived here, I met my sensei.
I'm sorry, Carlos. So you came to England in 2009.
Yes.
And you did capoeira. You come from a capoeira background, yeah?
Yes.
And when did you start training jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu I started to train in 2007.
2007?
Yes, just for fun in Brazil, back home.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, with friends. And when I arrived here in 2009, that's when I met my sensei, Rodger Gracie.
Okay.
And then that's when I started.
Grace Hoisey.
Rodger Gracie. Roger,
yeah.
Rodger Gracie.
Rodger Gracie,
yes,
okay.
He's with the gym in Hammersmith.
Okay.
Yeah, nowadays. Before I was at King's Rice, early 2000. So, and then I started to learn properly the syllabus. And then 2016, I got my black belt.
Okay, so just talk me through this journey, right? So, 2009, you came to England. You were training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from 2007 in Brazil. But then when you were in England at 2009, you started training with Rodger Gracie.
Yes.
And that's when you started studying properly, you're saying, like with focus.
Yes.
And by 2016, you got your, what did you get, you said?
My black belt.
You got your black belt, right,
yes.
Okay.
That's when I got my black belt, and then I start to, and now I have my own academy now.
Okay.
In Twickenham.
Okay.
That's when I start Vai Jiu-Jitsu. But that's when before I met Sensei, at North London, Team Titan, early 2012, 2015.
Oh, so you known him from then? You know Sensei was from back then?
Yeah, back then.
Okay, so tell me about your championship, your medals, and so 2016, you get your black belt from Rodger Gracie, yeah? Now from there, talk me through from there to becoming the European champion.
That's for me when I start was just like I just want to challenge myself.
Okay.
Was when I start jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna learn this quick. 1 month, 2 months. I'm gonna be
Okay.
I'm gonna be a great fighter, but not. Takes a while. Takes me at least like 2 to 3 years to understand how the body function, to get a good level of compete.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? Because I've done I've dabbled with other martial arts and stuff now, yeah? So you know from your capoeira skills, because you got flexibility, capoeira, it's like calisthenic strength, you know, the legs, the upper body.
Yes.
How did you find the transition? Because you were athletic because of your capoeira. So what was the transition like from capoeira, the capoeira skills to jiu-jitsu skills? Could you take some skills with you?
Yes, for sure. There's even in the history of the art, they said even Master Rodger Gracie, they done a little bit of capoeira back then. So there's so many fighters, they come from capoeira, and then they do mixed martial arts, especially jiu-jitsu. So many Cobrinha, Lucas Lepres, and then so many others.
That's in Brazil, obviously, because look, capoeira is a Brazilian art. Brazilian jiu-jitsu is Brazilian art in that sense. So you're saying it's very normal for capoeira fighters in Brazil to transition from capoeira to Brazilian jiu-jitsu and then MMA.
Yes.
As well.
And then what they does, and then the importance, because the movement.
Yes.
There's a lot of movement, flexibility, agility, and then improvise.
Yes.
In capoeira, improvise a lot.
Yeah.
So I think this is already a good
base. So you had a good base. Yes. So you use some of your capoeira to help you with your jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm. I like the movement. I like the rhythm, and then the fight when you do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. This is a lot.
Yeah.
Of the feeling.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, because look, capoeira is more even with the movement, it's a striking art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is more the grappling, wrestling, different type of muscle, different type of strength. So did you struggle with the transition in the muscular? Because sometimes you go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class it's not like weightlifting muscle, but it's different. The tendons are hurting, the muscle, the
Yes.
neck is strained. You need 3-4 days to recover
Yes,
the
of
joints.
course.
So capoeira being striking, more striking sort of art to holding on and moving. Did you struggle with that transition? Hold, release, hold, release.
Yes, it was a little bit. I don't expect to be so
Physical.
intense, physical.
Yeah.
For me, it was a shock because capoeira, like you said, is a move, is a
You're-
art.
yeah, it's a different type of
You don't,
physicality.
you don't grapple.
Yeah.
And then when you start to grab, the key is to try to use less energy.
Yes.
But when you don't have enough knowledge,
Yeah.
you start to push away. Instead, you move, you
much,
block
yeah.
and move yourself away. Então, I spent so much energy and then so much time to understand this. But when you get it, it's like ride a bicycle.
So how long? So it took you 3 years to get that basic understanding. Hold, release, move, positioning. 3 years.
Yes.
Okay. So that was in 2009, 10, 11, 12. So 2012, and by 2016 you got the black belt. So tell me from that 2016 to how you became the journey to European champion.
Oh, there was I start to decide that I want to do this for my living because when I saw I get fascinated. The more you training, you want to do more. And then I used to help my teacher, my coach, as an PT private class.
Yeah.
And then they used to help me, give me some money. And then that's when I started. I understand the mind focus you have to the discipline. And then that's when I start to train more and then dedicate to do a diet and then do extra
So
preparation.
you also start adding the other things to it. Okay, so let me ask you a question then. Were you working when you were doing your training, or were you only doing jiu-jitsu those years? Because obviously, like you said, you when you started training with your sensei, and then he started paying you, he started helping you, then you thought, right, let me focus, diet, everything, because I'm going to make a living out of this. This is my life, this is my work now, yeah?
Yes.
So before that, were you working as well while you were training?
Yes,
Surviving,
at the beginning of my journey, yes, I was doing walking, I was doing jiu-jitsu work. I used to work as a security, do night shift.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
night
then,
shift.
yeah,
Horrible,
exactly.
horrible.
And then one time I said, oh, I need to choose which one I'm gonna do it. And then I decided to do this full time. And then I think it was the best decision because through my career, I helped so many people to overcome situation in life and then transform people's life.
Yeah.
And then this is amazing.
Yeah, see, the thing is, Sensei, I've known a few martial artists over the years and a few senseis, sifus, different arts, kung fu, whatnot. And the problem is, like their passion for the art and to teach as well. It's a different passion to teach and help others, yeah? But the balance between work, family, teaching, trying to make a living out of it, and they're scared to say go full time. They're not as scared. I still have to work, pay bills,
yes.
and then they're trying to get students. It's a very difficult for a sensei to run a class and the school. Very difficult. So look, credit to you. If there's anyone out there who's thinking of starting their school or club or like you, where they said, right, I'm going to do this. Any advice for those out there?
Yeah, I think for those when I start is try to get like a good curricula, and then do some. If you love, your passion is worth because jiu-jitsu. I don't know if you're gonna get billionaire, but it's a good lifestyle.
Yeah, but
the lifestyle is amazing.
Yes.
Because like I said, you transform people's life.
You're helping others.
Help
You're
them
giving to others.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's all about life, and then it's worth as well. You can have like you see different age. You have kids class, you have women's classes, self-defense, and then competition class. So if you do something like step by step and then organize, for sure you're gonna have a good lifestyle, and then it's worth.
Okay, good stuff. And yes, sorry, I keep getting off the subject. So go back to the European champ. Tell me about the competition and how you are the European Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion, yes?
Yes.
So how many competitions did you have to go through to get that? How many years did it take from 2016, from your black belt to becoming European champ? How many years, how many competitions, how many fights, how many spars?
I think sparring is like every day. You need to spar a lot.
Every day rolling around.
Every day is to spar, specific training, and then look after your diet, and then visualize yourself already as a champion. But my first competition, I won by just like I want to win this. But I threw the guys around. It was here the English Open. I won the first one, but without know much jiu-jitsu. And then when I realized, I start to understand more, and then I start to become more technical. And then I see the way they fight is the best fight in Brazil fight. And then I start under my sensei as well, Rodger Gracie. And then I saw, and then I visualized, oh, this is much more than what I think.
More technical, you
More
mean? There's a
technical.
lot more technical than you thought, not just
Yeah,
physicality.
exactly.
It's more
Exactly.
technical.
And then I went for my first European 2012, and then I get my third place. I trained 2010, 2011, 2012. I went as a blue belt, and then I got third place. I thought I was in good shape. Everybody said, "Oh, you know, blue belt anymore?" And then I got there, excited about. I reached the third place, and then I go back, and then I start training again. And then 2014, and then 2014, I went back, and then I won double gold as a purple
Double
belt.
gold as a purple, right? Okay.
And then 2016, I won again as a brown belt, as a European Championship. So takes a while when you go for this kind of tournament for your brain to process.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you think you are ready, and then sometimes it's not your time yet, and then you get like second place or third place, and then you go back, and then you train again, and then eventually you succeed.
Okay, so you go back, think again, focus again, retrain. Right,
Yes.
Sensei, we don't have much time, so we're trying to wrap this up. I just want to say something very important you mentioned, yeah? You have to visualize yourself as a champion. And you know, visualization about anything, any situation is very important. So just quickly tell us about that, and tell us about where your club is, where people can find you. I think Sensei wants you to get on the mat, so yes, so go on.
Okay. I think I start to do meditation. It's a big thing changing my life in this last 4 years.
Okay.
I meditate a lot, and then visualize as well. Is a thing you can do some exercise for see yourself already there before you get there. So it's another thing so very important. And then train a lot now, especially in a club like this. So
Time on the mat.
is our time on the mat. You have good structure. I'm gonna come here down to see you guys, and then you're more welcome.
Great, yeah,
to see me
we'll get all your
Twickenham.
demos
We are in
out.
Twickenham.
Yes,
We have
tell
two
them where they
clubs.
can find you and where your club is.
Yes, my club is called Vai Jiu-Jitsu, Instagram, or you can type in internet Vai Jiu-Jitsu. So, or you can come to Twickenham. I'm there. Like you have two clubs, Busan Club. So anyone is welcome to come and join and try free trial, or just if you already train jiu-jitsu, just come and see us.
Yeah.
So
all right. Well, in the future, a few of us will come down. We'll train with you at your club as well. So it'll be good to do that. Sensei
it's
Carlos,
gonna be a
thank you
pleasure.
for
Thank you for your time.
Absolute pleasure.
Guys.
And I'm sure going forward we can do a few more interviews going forward. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Oh man.